and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Louise. I am Louise, your independent Pampered Chef consultant. It's summertime, and when I think of summer, I think of salads. I love a good, hearty salad that will keep you full. On today's episode, I'm going to share with you an old Pampered Chef recipe, but one of my all-time favorites. It's called a Mandarin Pasta Salad. To get started with this recipe, we're going to go ahead and make the dressing first. So I'm using our small batter bowl, and I have a packet of Lipton onion soup mix. So I'm going to just add that. To that, I'm going to need a teaspoon of grated ginger, and I learned a tip or a trick from watching the Food Network. I watch a lot of the Food Network, and you can actually just peel your ginger using a teaspoon. The woody part just comes right off. And actually, I was watching a cooking show just the other day, and they said you can actually use your microplane and leave the skin on. So whichever you want to do, you can, but as you can see, you just kind of run your teaspoon along the side of the ginger and it'll peel the skin right off for you. So we need about a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger, and I'm going to use our microplane right here. This always looks like something that should be out in a woodworking shed or something. But it is, or for your heels at a pedicure, but we're using it for the ginger. I also use this to finely grate garlic, obviously Parmesan cheese. So when it comes to a teaspoon, I'm just guesstimating. I actually really like ginger, so more the better. There we go. A little bit more. There we go. You can also finely chop it, but ginger to me gets a little woody, and so it's better just to go ahead and use your microplane on it. Let's see, that looks like about a teaspoon. I'll do a little bit more. So this Mandarin Pasta Salad has a lot of great flavors to it. You're gonna notice all the delicious things I'm adding. So 1 clove of grated pressed with the garlic press. Get that in there. There we go. Okay, get a little bit off of that. Okay, next I need 1/3 of a cup. Well, first of all, I'm going to do the oil. 1/4 of a cup of vegetable oil. Getting a little tongue-tied. Now 1/3 of a cup of rice wine vinegar. You can also use white wine vinegar. So we'll measure out 1/3. Okay. I need 1/4 of a cup of OJ. Mix it up real good. Okay, 1/4 of a cup of the OJ. There we go. Okay. Next, I need 2 teaspoons of sugar. Okay. Oops, let me get my little baby spoon out of there. So 2 teaspoons. There we go. 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Now, be very careful when using sesame oil if you are not familiar with it. It's strong, so a little, if you go too much, it's like, woo! So teaspoon of that is all you need. And then we need, let's see, what's next? That's it. That's it for our dressing. Let me grab a whisk. Didn't have that on hand already. So let me just whisk this up, and I'm going to set it aside. Make sure I have everything in there. Yep, that's it all. All right, we'll just set that aside until we need it. Now I'm going to get started with the vegetables. So we need a cucumber, and it does say to use a cucumber peeled and seeded. I'm going to be using an English cucumber, so I don't need to peel or seed it. An English cucumber, for those that don't know, are also known as a seedless cucumber. So no need to seed a seedless cucumber. So I'm just gonna set these on my quick slice, and I'm just gonna slice all of these right at the same time. There we go. So now, as you can see, I've got my cucumber all evenly sliced, and I'm just going to slice these in half and add them to my large bowl. So I'll just stack them up, slice them in half. So now they're all the same size. All right, moving right along. Wouldn't be a recipe in my home if I didn't add onion. So of course I'm going to be using my manual food processor, and I just need a little bit of red onion. So I'm just going to rough chop it, throw it in my manual food processor, and process away. Now I don't want to bite it into any big chunks of the raw onion, so I'm going to process this until they are nice and small. And you can see right here how itty bitty I got these pieces of onion. So nobody will be biting into a big chunk of onion. That's not pleasant. So we'll add that to our bowl. Next we need a half of a red bell pepper. Now I can either chop the red bell pepper in my manual food processor, or I can use my close and cut. Either one. I'm gonna go ahead and use my close and cut so that I get, not my close and cut, I'm sorry, my quick slice. Pampered, not perfect, right? So I'm just gonna use the quick slice to get some nice dices on the red bell pepper. So I'll see how that looks as far as quantity. And I can either do more or less, depending on what I feel. Okay. And I'll just put it straight into my bowl, my salad bowl. There we go. I think I'll add a few more. I want to show you, I'm sorry, I didn't show you what they look like. Little dices. See how quick and easy that is? So the quick slice I use for so many different things, you guys. I just did a video earlier where I sliced hard-boiled eggs and I diced hard-boiled eggs. So you can use this for so many different things. Usually in my home, that's probably plenty. Usually in my home, I'm using it for things like zucchini and the cucumber. All right, next up is the pasta. So the recipe calls for 8 ounces of the little bow tie pasta. I've already got it cooked up, so I'm just gonna add that. There we go. Let me add a little bit of these little pieces of red pepper. Stir that around. There we go. And next I need 6 ounces of baby spinach. So we'll get that added. There we go. Let me stir all that in. Let me get my bigger mix-in scraper. Stir that together like that. I might need to add some of the dressing. All right, next up is some mandarin oranges. The recipe is called a Mandarin Pasta Salad after all, right? So this is a pull top. That makes it nice and easy. And I'm just gonna use my little can strainer here right on the top. Whoopsie, losing some. To strain it, I'm actually gonna strain it right here in my manual food processor bowl. That was handy. All right. I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna grab my toasted slivered almonds. So when a recipe calls for toasted nuts of some type, you can do them in the microwave in our handy dandy little toaster oven pan, stoneware pan. I did these in the air fryer. So it took like, I don't remember the time, 8 minutes, I think, on the bake setting. And I have some nice golden brown toasted slivered almonds. Oh, my favorite. There we go. And I'm gonna add our delicious dressing. Now this recipe does call for cooked chicken, but I'm making this a vegetarian recipe tonight, so no meat in mine, but you can add some cooked chicken, or what I'm gonna do is just cook the protein and serve it on the side. So we're actually gonna have some cooked pork chops. Well, not me. My family will be enjoying the pork chops. I will probably be having some shrimp with this. Doesn't that sound delicious? So this salad is done, and I wish you could smell it. I am getting some delicious garlic, ginger, the sesame oil. Oh my gosh, it was just a teaspoon, but quite honestly, a teaspoon is all you need. And the flavors are just, oh, smells so good. This is gonna make a delicious dinner. The last step is just to add these mandarin oranges plopped on the top, so you get that little sweet bite. So it's the crunch of the almonds and then the sweetness of the mandarin oranges. So let me show you up close what this salad looks like. Take a look at that. Oh, doesn't that look delicious? I hope that you will give this a try at your next gathering. It's a huge hit. I used to take this to anytime I needed to take a salad to a potluck. Like I said, it's an old recipe. I hadn't made it in years, and it looks and smells just how I remembered it. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. You know the drill. Give me a thumbs up. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks so much. Oh, I'll put the recipe in the description. Happy cooking!